We really didn't need like an ASMR of like you taking your first sip.
We didn't.
No, here's sip number 3 for everyone.
Ugh. I'm gonna throw up.
All right. Wow. Sorry for that little burp right there. Actually, hold on. I don't know what I'm doing here. Chris, get the fuck up here. All right. Oh wait, should we bring these special shot house account? I don't know. It's up to you. I don't care. What?
Do it.
What?
No, I'm way cooler than the stupid little bean in a cup.
He won the engagement.
Yep.
Mm.
Yep.
I don't blame him. I don't blame him. He can get all the engagement he wants. You know, I'm not here to brag, but the special shot on his first Spaces got over 100 concurrent listeners, and that was a last minute one. So, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. I want to keep that roll going. But look, again, bottom right hand corner. If you guys have any questions about anything content creation, something that you want us to cover, whether it's about live streaming, posts, whatever, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. We'll cover it, whether we do it on the stream where we interact with you a little bit more on there. We also are still going to be doing Spaces, obviously, but it's just more of a segment we're going to do at some point during the show where we're going to cover the carousel post. I'm actually going to do the carousel post today live. I haven't wrote anything. I haven't the only thing I have is the graphics downloaded and saved so that I know exactly where to go for them. And I got my emojis ready to go as well. So we're going to do that probably in about, give or take, 20, 30 minutes. But right now, we kind of have had a little bit of a crazy week. We everyone talk about Fentech still, which is fine. I think it's more so that people are making an argument more about Fentech. We got the Stoner Cast case a little bit. Obviously, Waj brought up the biggest case overall in general, which was the antitrust case brought against who was it again, Waj?
Little company you might have heard of called, I think it's pronounced Google. No, Google.
Google. Thank you. I knew. It's hard to remember all the little guys. So, antitrust case brought against Google / Alphabet. And there hasn't been a case that big since Microsoft in 1998. And you're like, what the fuck does that mean? Basically, they're just getting accused for having a little bit of monopoly, and the deal there's probably a better chance the deal won't go through. And then the Machi proposal, which we talked about briefly yesterday, where Machi basically just straight up asked for a couple million to sweep Bored Ape yacht clubs and then put them in the museum all over the world, because that's totally onboarding the masses. I mean, I've always wanted to go to a museum, scan the QR code of a JPEG that I know nothing about, not let alone even have the MetaMask on my phone for it, or the ETH available to buy it immediately. And then be like, you know what? I think today's the day. Today's the day I'm going to own that monkey JPEG that I've never heard of before this day. So yeah, here we are. But anyway, some people, there's mixed sentiment on it. Some people like the idea. Some people are like, it's not really going to do much. Shiv yesterday mentioned that it was probably to the wrong audience. So to me, those have been kind of like a little bit of a highlights this week. I probably missed a couple things, but those are just kind of right off the top of my head. Waj, you got your hand up. Go ahead, my man.
I was going to say with the Machi thing, I was actually listening to Coffee and Captain this morning. They were interviewing him about it. So just some details on it. It's 11 million that he's asking for, which is kind of crazy. But also it's not
no big deal.
It's not just apes, by the way. He's going to the proposal is to do multiple NFT projects. So I'd assume the top projects would be there, like Azuki and I don't know what else is still a top project anymore, but that was the whole thing. And to kind of get it curated in these galleries, and to, if you think about it with digital collectibles, you can actually like show it in 20 different galleries at once, right? It's not like it's just like an actual art piece where you can only, you could have to travel with it. You could actually show it in a bunch of places. So that was the proposal. And his interview was good. Like he actually had a pretty thought out plan. He had it set up so there's no like intermingling of funds. None of the NFTs would be anything he's owned for over a month or anyone on the team. So there's all these like protocols to keep it from like, oh, this is Machi being a dick kind of thing. And you have a bunch of shit posted on the Jumbotron, by the way, that you should remove.
Yeah, I know. I'm taking care of it, Waj. Keep talking.
I'm spamming like motherfucking crazy, but this guy, I'm not even sure what he did right here.
I'll handle it while you guys handle that. So it was an interesting like thing to listen to. If anyone is interested in it, you could like listen back, and anyone that has ApeCoin can vote for it. And he does have to put up with a lot of things that we talked about yesterday of like his image. And so immediately when he proposed it, gets fud like, oh, you're just trying to pump your apes, oh, you're trying to sell your apes. And he was very direct on it, like, look, these aren't my apes, and the apes that I own that I don't just like trade. I'm not selling. I have no interest in selling them. And he made some compelling arguments of it. Do I think it's worth $11 million and it's going to work in that sense to like, if it's about making money for the ApeCoin DAO? No, I don't think it's going to like generate the revenue to justify an $11 million cost. Maybe something much lower. Oh, and the other interesting part. So that is only to buy the NFTs, whether it be apes or other projects. He's actually, for the first 6 months, front running all the costs and it's going to pay for everything out of pocket for any marketing, for any staff. Nobody will be paid. They're all have to volunteer. And he's actually putting up his own dollar to like try to make this work, which, love him or hate him, that's a genuine like contribution to the space. He also mentioned, which I don't know if people know this, he donated like $4 million already to someone in Bored Apes. I missed that because I was working out, but he actually does give a lot back to the apes community and helps people out in there. And again, love him or hate him, you can check the receipts, check the wallets where he does actually do this stuff. So it's an interesting proposal. Will it pass? I don't know, but he seemed to change a lot of minds this morning at least. So it might be worth listening back to if anyone is interested.
Machi making a compelling argument is as shocking as what I saw what was pinned. So that's wild. Sorry, I feel like I just got out of war because the amount of spamming that person pinned to the top.
Bro, I just saw your message on Discord. Like, while we were sending that, I was just like, hit it. Like, whoever the fuck that was, like, actually have his handle so we can all like mass ban this motherfucker.
Who let him up? It was probably your co-host Christy is my guest. Let him on stage, right?
No, absolutely.
Now
not.
Christy's already had one mishap with that kind of deal. He has trust issues after that.
I do.
So
I was hella bullish on the pin tweets, and the main reason why I jumped on stage.
Yeah, the kind of shit a single guy can get away with saying is crazy. All I can say is this was no better icebreaker than that on a Friday fucking morning. So there you go. Welcome to the special shot. 18 plus, I guess. The only thing I'm missing right now is a drink in my hand.
Oof.
Got to go out yesterday and get one. Chris, Chris, I haven't seen the stream yet from yesterday with Ice, but I can't wait. I can't wait to watch it. Depending,
we drank a lot.
Was this the first time with soju yesterday?
This is the first time drinking a bunch of soju like that. It was 3 bottles of it, but yeah, I don't want this light on in my face right now. I don't at all. But I'm keeping it on. I have no Tylenol right now. I wish I did. That'd be fantastic. But
So I think the round 2 with all of us involved, we do Friday night so that we don't have to do it a special shot the next morning. I think we can agree on that for Frozen Tavern, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Hey, this is weird. So you're unmuted on Twitter. Does he sound double or does he sound normal? Shotgun or anybody else?
It sounds normal.
That's fucking cool because
he sounds like shit.
I only say that because if he doesn't, he's muted on the live stream. Okay, never mind. I was like, why? It just works now, but it doesn't.
I wish.
Nope, I'm just dumb and hungover.
I wish. No, soon I'm going to be talking through your face. So, that's the one feedback that I've gotten. Just to kind of get a little warm up to your 4D creator shot is, and Ice has talked about this too, right? And I've talked about it with a couple other people, IRL. And it's tough getting people off of this platform to go to another thing, whether it's streaming, whether it's Discord, whether it's anything, right? Just getting off of this platform and directing you off of this platform while keeping everything streamlined. It's fucking hard. It's hard. The good thing is that it's the best chance we'll get at, getting any kind of turnover, right? And if any of you are interested at all coming on the stream and checking it out, great. Let us know what intrigued you in the first place. If it doesn't, why not? What is it? Is it too much trouble to go through on one device? Is the fact that you probably need two devices to be able to participate in both? Watch, go ahead. You got your hand up. Let me throw it over to you.
I was going to say, if you want people to go like from another platform, I think the person that just got kicked off stage gave you the perfect, like, how you do it. It's porn. Just post something with that and people follow the link. But in all seriousness, what you just said is actually exactly why it's hard. Because like, if you want to be on Spaces and actually talk, right, you have to sit here and like be ready to unmute so you don't get, hey, bottom left idiot, type of comments. But then you also have to be on the stream and watch, and then you can't really do that on your phone. So it's like, if there was, I mean, honestly, the thing that has to happen, if X could actually have video streaming during these things, like that would be the cool thing. But I know you want to get off X, so it's hard. I don't know if there is a solution other than, Espresso Shot sends everyone a Solana phone, and we can watch the live stream while we are on Spaces on our normal phone. So maybe, can we propose that to the Solana Shot DAO? I'm going to make that proposal. Hold on.
Yeah. You go ahead and make that proposal, King. Battery's gonna die within an hour into the stream anyway. But no, that's like the one thing that I have trouble with this fucking phone. I have the Solana phone. I'm just like, this thing dies so fucking fast. But anyway, again, just a reminder for everyone. We are going to go into the carousel post at some point. Mika did mention she was going to try to stop by today, talk a little bit about the mixed reality that OD Labs is doing. So we'll, hope I'm going to DM a reminder just in case. But bottom right hand corner, let's retweet the room. Let's show some love in the comments. We'll probably try to get Mika to talk either before or after, depending if she gets here sooner or later. But it's looking like we're probably going to do the carousel posts first, and then she'll come in afterwards. But Ship, you got your hand up, my man. What you thinking?
I'm hearing about, posting pornography up on the Jumbotron. And, our good friend Wajda here has been, thirst trapping pretty well on the timeline, I gotta say. And, with Frentech being out and whatnot, I gotta ask, Wajda, when are you dropping the OF on Frentech? I'm sure there is a huge market for it. You've been lining it up pretty well, King. I'm not gonna lie, with all these gym videos. So when's that dropping?
It already did. If you want the link, you have to buy a Wajda key, and then there's a free 5-day trial in my friend tech.
All right, well, Shotgun, you got to get to work, bro. You got to, since you've opened one, now we got to put you to work.
You got to pump it. Now, but on a real note, don't buy my keys because there's one motherfucker that bought 30 of them and everybody else only have one. So he's going to dump on you. I'm letting you know right now.
Eyes, I love you, man. All right, hold on a second. Shotgun, if you got a little report for us, go for it.
Oh, dude, not even like a little like alley-oop. I got you then.
No. I'll give you some transition in a sec. Okay.
This is a jungle report by Shotgun, baby. Not real quick today. I don't even have many. But still some funny stuff. First of all, YouTube ads, god damn it. Anyways, going back to Frentech, as Sansa just set me up to it. Steve Aoki announcing the top of the platform. Apparently he created the Frentech. His price is like really, really high, but he's a human freaking top signal. So if anything, just be careful. That's my whole point here.
I'm pretty sure Steve Aoki is like 1.5 ETH right now, give or take.
Oh yeah, he's definitely above 1 ETH easily. But yeah, I mean, in my opinion, like from my experience within the platform, like just yesterday and a little bit of today, it's so like simple and early. It feels like Threads, but only with a DMs feature. So it's like Twitter DMs without the rest of the app. Like it's really, really simple. It's really, really like beta version, whatever. So yeah, if anything, I'll be extremely careful. I'm just upping there. I didn't put a single dollar. So that's definitely the approach that I'm taking here. I'm just experimenting. But another news that I thought was really, really interesting, influencer David Dobrik posts Pudgy Penguins box opening. And the whole, like, the funny part about this one is that he didn't post it as, oh, I have this NFT thing with me. He said, I don't even know what's that. Like, he said, I don't even know what that is. And like, just the big ass Pudgy toy. So that was an interesting approach in here. Maybe, you know, I'm not sure. Do you guys think that maybe some of his public would actually go ahead and do their diligence on whatever the hell he was posting? Like, that's what I keep asking myself.
Yeah, no, it's a good question. I know a lot of people were saying they were bullish on it, but it's kind of like, is that going to translate to anything? You know, sending someone that, like, you know,
I really don't think so.
I don't know. I think it at least gets people curious, right? So anyway, I'll let's pose this question to the speakers. We got 3 hands up. I think we start with someone that's very clearly going to answer the question, right? He's the state of everything in the crypto market right now. Wrecked, what's good, brother? How we doing?
Good evening. I'm Rex Burgundy. My corneas have burned out of my face from the fecal porn postings. My word, I'd rather drink a gallon of spoiled milk than see that. And the most worst terrible part is I was literally eating lentils when that.
Where'd he go? Come back.
Hang on, it's terrible. But
why did you click it, Rex? You know better.
I think that's
there
the
were
first
so
time we
many.
heard Rex laugh during his speech. It's wild.
The real question is, why did you screenshot it, Rex?
Oh, no. I've probably already been reported to the authorities just for clicking on the link. It's illegal, probably in 7 states. Anyhow, what are we talking about? The Friendtech. Yes, shotgun. What would one get by owning a shotgun key? Because maybe they're actually undervalued right now, my friend.
You're gonna get dumped on, Rex, because that is one motherfucker holding 30 keys where everyone else only holds 1 each. So that's what you get if you buy a shotgun key.
You gotta buy 31 of them, Rex. You gotta buy 31 minimum.
It reminds me of the great lyricist DJ Khaled, who once said, I got them keys, the keys, the keys. I got the keys, the keys, the keys. I got them keys, the keys, the keys. I got them keys, the keys, the keys.
Wow, that was really beautiful. And
DJ Khaled. Sorry, I have to do it.
Yeah, of course.
Another one.
Thanks, guys. Really appreciate that. The highlights of the DJ Khaled part. All right. Well, on
a serious note, though, I just had like 2 little things that I wanted to add to the report, so we can actually move on from this part.
Yeah, go for it.
X announces spicy likes, allowing premium users to hide their likes. So watch this is your sign to actually go ape shit on simping. Because right now, you know, you can just like hide it under the bush. You know, like you like everybody's pictures and you just hide it from everyone. So that's an interesting one. But just last but not least, large cap PFP index hits multi-year lows for the surprise of absolutely nobody. So yeah, we have already a look at JPEGs, but we're all gonna make it.
Yeah, we're all gonna make it. Funny enough, even though they introduced that feature, Elon actually said he doesn't recommend using it. He just says, you know, just use the bookmark to make sure you like the tweet.
What does that even mean? Like, yeah, if you don't recommend, why are you even doing your own platform, dude?
It's up to your interpretation. I'll pin it to the top. At some point, we're all going to be talking I'm going to be talking out of Chris's face in like probably the next 5-10 minutes. But no, I'll pin it to the top what Elon said. My interpretation from it was he said like, oh, you know, we introduced this feature, but you don't actually need it, or more so I don't recommend using it. But anyway, let's throw it around to the hands. Let's start with we got 2 little pudgies up on stage right now. Shiv already talked out. So I want to pass it over to Raj to pose the question about the the celebrity that received the shark penguin. Raj, what's your take on that? Do you? Because some people say like super bullish, and then some people are like, I'm bullish, but like, what is this supposed to mean for the team and for penguins, for little pudgies and all that? So what's your take on that?
Yeah, what's up, guys? I wouldn't necessarily call it super bullish, but people need to realize that David Dobrik is the largest creator on Snapchat. I think he has like 7.5 million people subscribed to him. So if you consume his content on Snapchat on a regular basis, you know that he unboxes a lot of cool shit. And whether that translates over to an ROI of people looking into Pudgy Penguins, buying a Pudgy Penguins, I don't think that's the goal of it. I think it's just to get people's eyes on it. The collectibles that were dropped, the one that he got was a shark suit. They're more so of like a collector figure, kind of similar to KAWS or Bear Bricks. And David Dobrik opening it puts Pudgy Penguins in the eyes of another 7 million people who, realistically, I doubt a lot of them own NFTs. And so out of curiosity, I mean, I would even say 1% of them looked up what Pudgy Penguins is, which I think is a huge success, right? It doesn't necessarily have to mean they're going to go out, buy a Pudgy Penguins NFT. They might just go out and buy the toys. You never know. But having at least 7 million people watch that story of him unboxing a Pudgy Penguins toy, I think that was a great marketing plan, right? So those are my thoughts on it.
Nah, Raj, and again, I see it similarly to like beans, like in the on like Times Square. Like people are like, oh, like who you're marketing to exactly? Yes, we're not like gonna convert right now, but just having like a lot of people having your IP is never a bad thing, right? Especially since we're so like in the early stages of those brands like kind of building themselves, that just having more eyes is never a negative. So I agree with you. It's not like, oh shit, mega bullish. Like some people try to create a narrative around it. But yeah, it's never a bad thing to get more popularity for sure. So
yeah, I think it's a little bit of a better marketing play than kind of having something on Times Square, because yeah, there's a lot of foot traffic in Times Square, but I really, really don't think anybody actually looks at the billboards in Times Square compared to David Dobrik's stories, which are uber successful, and the demographic is quite literally it fits the demographic of Pudgy Penguins, right? It's a bunch of 16 to 25-year-olds that are into collectibles, into all that kind of cool shit. And so I think there's a higher percentage chance of people looking into what Pudgy Penguins is compared to putting it on, let's say, like a New York Times or Times Square billboard.
1000%. And I'll tell you something. I was trying to find the Lil Pudgy song so I could give you a proper intro, but I couldn't in time. So I apologize for that.
Yeah, you gotta be quicker than that. That's why we gotta have that streaming equipment. Your wired headphones ain't gonna do shit. Chris is suffering right now. I can see it in his face.
Roadcaster, Chris.
Yeah, Chris is suffering, bro. I feel so bad. I just wanted to tell him to go swim in a coffee right now. But look, Rocket, I just realized this. You have, I'm not shitting on anyone, but I just realized you have one follower. I'm a little nervous. Are you a real person? Are you a bot? You said you have your hand raised in spirit, which means you're probably listening through desktop or laptop. So I'm going to give you a chance here, Rocket. Are you a real person? I'm really nervous right now. Yeah. Hold on. Everyone check the pin. Okay, that's no porn. Okay. Rocket? Now I feel like I'm talking to fucking Rocket on from the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Sound like you're talking to a dog.
Yeah. Rocket, are you alive? Rocket, I can't hear you if you're talking. I don't think anyone can. The closed captioning not registered.
Whoa.
Jesus Christ. Well, are
I
you
couldn't
alive?
read my number because of the
Good boy,
calls.
Rocket. Good
Oh,
boy.
Ah, damn.
So there's no callable DQ.
Okay.
Also love everybody's putting the future and for the real more penguins because we failed to save the earth.
Whoa.
Okay.
Doesn't
So-
Rocket sound like
My
a
man
dog?
got that Optimus Prime on point.
Hey, I mean, If we can make friends with our alien overlords, I'm also all for that, especially if it's over spaces. So I'm not mad
I
about that.
do. I don't throw a wormhole. Elon is no longer 1 years removed. I was sent through a wormhole
Oh, he was sent through
and
a
ended
wormhole.
up here in 2022.
Okay.
Is Rocket talking?
Yeah, he's talking. Oh, he's talking,
Oh, I
Devin.
can't
Don't you
hear.
worry. Don't you worry. He's talking. All right. Well, Rocket, I appreciate you, but I got to be respectful of everyone's time. I just want to say what you said. Great take. I really appreciate that, and I hope that we get to reconvene back on this in a little bit. So, if you don't mind, Rocket, can you go back on mute, and then we can start going it through the hands? I really appreciate you. Thank you. All right, Shiv, let's go take it over to you. What's your take on the Snapchat stories and I don't know. I haven't been on Snapchat since 2000 fucking. Actually, technically, I've been on.
What
it
did you
years
use
ago.
it for, Sansa?
We don't have to talk about that. I was a different man then. By different man, I mean a fuckboy. Shiv, what do you think about this?
I would love to meet in an alternate universe.
No,
you
you
know,
won't. No, you wouldn't.
You know,
no one would. No one would.
Prime CrossFit Sansa, you know,
Mm-mm.
in his Riz phase
Nah.
on Snapchat. I wonder what this motherfucker's sending as well. Hilarious.
You don't want to know. Trust me.
Also, shout out to Rocket, bro. What a voice. God damn. Had me unmuting. I was like, shit. Okay. But yes, David Dobrik posting a Pudgy Penguin, the unboxing video, the whole nine. I think it was pretty cool, right? I just bouncing off Raj said, I think Raj touched on the point is it's people now knowing what perhaps like Pudgy Penguin is, or like the very few, let's say 10% of those people who viewed that video, they were, hey, what's Pudgy Penguin? They're not going to go straight to the NFT. They're most likely going to end up on the Instagram, most likely to end up on the TikTok. But that's still a W, right? It's more coverage on the social. It's more brand acknowledgement, right? And that further boosts the IP and strengthens it as more and more people gain awareness on it. More and more people are like, hey, yo, that collectible is pretty cool. I'm going to look out for the
Yo,
next
Shiv,
one.
and real quick, let me just say
Yes.
something. I'm not sure if you like share the same idea, but like when people see something for more than one time, I feel like they're more eager to get to know what that is. Like if they already saw like a story about, like, say, a Pudgy or a bean or whatever that may be, and all of a sudden they see like a billboard or like an ad or something, they're more inclined to actually watch it all, right?
Exactly, right? So, and like the Instagram and all these other social media touch points are equally as important to the brand as much as like perhaps the NFTs, right? And it's the funnel system, right? It's the funnel system. Luca posted this a while ago, but it's like, oh, you know, you find out about Pudgy Penguins, then you find the socials, then you trickle down, and then the last touch point is the NFTs, which is the collectibles, right? That's the funnel system. Like, David Dobrik posting and people, you know, finding out about it is the top of the funnel. And as people want to learn more and more about it and they fall in love with the brand, they eventually get to the NFT side of things. So it's still a W in that sense.
I mean, anything's a W when you got that kind of celebrity, you know, opening, literally unboxing that. So I agree. I think it's more good than it is bad or more bullish than bearish in any case. I'm just more so curious as what the data shows when it comes to, and I know it's not really that possible to track it, at least from the outside perspective. So I'm hoping the team at some point presents what that looks like as a turnover and see what that, you know, is it 1% like Raj was kind of like even at the minimum 1% is really good. Or, you know, I think sometimes Chris and I were talking about this. I think 3% is the number where you want to try and really have, because even that's good, as small as that might sound, right? 3% for me out of my following is 600 people, right? And that's pretty good, right? And meanwhile, there's only fucking 64 of you in here, but that's okay. I'm not mad about that. I just want you all to repost, retweet the space, whatever you want to call it, because once we end the space, we end the space. I don't give a shit about whether you retweet it after for more replays. I care about if you repost it now, get the discoverability out there. So go ahead and go bottom right hand corner. Let's retweet the space. Let's get it out there. We got less than an hour left. So shout out to Dr. Rigid for just reposting us just now. I'm going to go over to you, but first I got to go over my other co-host, who's just looking like he's Chris, go ahead.
Hold on.
Chris?
Oh, wait.
Okay.
Oh, fucking Gary. Gary.
Sansa, I think ice ruined Chris for today. Chris spilled soju on his MacBook, and now he's preoccupied by fixing the space bar. It's half fixed and flopping around as he types. I'll be honest, I don't really know what to say right now, but there's Mika, thank God.
Okay. That's it. I think I'm going to talk through Gary Vee today because I feel terrible. But I want to hear from Dr. Rigid. That wasn't even worth waiting. Like, Dr. Rigid supported the space last night. Let's go. Go to him.
Yeah. So, all right, just a reminder for everyone up here on stage before Dr. Rigid goes. We have a full stage, so if you get rotated off randomly, we're fine for now. We do have a couple requests. I'm just bringing Mika up. So we're good for now. Just raise your hand if you don't want to get rotated off, please. So go ahead. Dr. Rigid, my man, what is good? How you doing?
I'm good. Thank you for having me. Been trying to make more time for Twitter Spaces and podcasts and everything. And Ice and Chris put on an amazing show last night. It was pretty fucking funny, and they had some very influential things to say. The Espresso Shot's amazing. I want to comment on the Pudgy Penguin situation because David Dobrik, who I just can't stand, and my girlfriend used to watch their YouTube videos and everything, which is cool and all. We got to talk about the bigger elephant in the room, who's actually a family friend of mine. He created Network. His name's Aaron Levant. That is who we should really be talking about because his connections are so large, it's insane. And I know Luca wants to, I think, launch a physical product on Network every single month. And for anyone who doesn't know who Aaron Levant is, he created ComplexCon. He created, I don't know if you've gone to the supermarket and saw sauce, like the truffle hot sauce. He's a very, very smart guy. And the fact that he's giving a platform for Pudgy Penguins is absolutely amazing. But yeah, of course, David Dobrik, it's a 50-50. We don't know if he actually purchased it or if he was given it. This is me doing some detective work. I showed the picture to my girlfriend, and she was like, yeah, that's his assistant holding the box. And when I think of an assistant holding the box, I think of them getting sent the package. So that's either way, it's a win-win. And, you know, Network is doing miracles, and we really have to thank them because they have a insane audience of, you know, collectors. And the only other NFT thing that they do is the Takashi Murakami Go Walk. But also, he's a good friend of Takashi Murakami, so that makes sense. But that's my 2 cents.
Well, hold on. Sev, are we allowed to talk about whether or not he got sent it or not? Or I mean, I don't want to put anyone on the spot. You could just
I don't know if he got sent it. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, okay.
No one's come out to say he got sent it or whatever it is. It might have been through Pudgy Penguins or it might have been through Network. Not entirely sure. But I'm curious about that.
I'm pretty sure it was talked about somewhere that it was part of like a marketing rollout where a large amount of influential people were sent Pudgy Penguins, like, you know, little gifts just to get it out there because
they are doing that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's commonly seen
most
in
likely
Web
it
too,
was
yeah.
gifted to him.
Yeah. So I mean,
well, is it any different from Nike, like sending sneakers to famous people? Like
not at all. And Curl. Yeah, Curl. We were just talking about this yesterday. That like really the only place that might matter, that might matter is on Twitter because Twitter does not take ads very well compared to Instagram, YouTube. Because YouTube, most of you probably expect a sponsored ad at some point during the video, and you're it doesn't stop you from watching the video. So I don't. It's just funny to see the differences, right? Because especially people on here trying to monetize, seeing how they try to monetize, And then you just got some people who just doesn't give a fuck and just like, I'm monetizing through Twitter. I don't care how much trust I'm losing, blah, blah, blah. So it's just.
Bro, but here's the thing. If, like, I don't understand why people get mad at like the company owners for sending out products. If you don't do that, you got to pay them even more when the time comes and you need advertising, right? Like, yo, if you're a founder and you have somebody in your life that's famous and you can possibly give them something, why not? There's nothing wrong with it. When did we start, like, there's no gifts in Web3? Or what?
Yeah, no, you can't make money, man. You can't make money. Otherwise, you're a piece of shit. That's all I have to tell you. I don't know what to tell you.
I'm the worst piece of shit then.
Because like I'm a scumbag then in that case.
And I almost got hit by a car.
Oh, shit. But all I was going to say is because, like, you know, the business is doing what they're supposed to be doing. Somebody sold a pair of shoes, LA Gears, Artifact LA Gears, for 15 grand today. So, you know, there are benefits for the holders and famous people getting stuff.
Yeah, no.
Wait, could I add to this in a weird way?
Please, no, go ahead.
Okay, well, yeah, I risked my life for this. So the state, like, my adrenaline is pumping. First of all, hi Kuro, hi Showhouse, hi Shotgun, hi Chris. What is Chris planning? This is a separate because the ADHD is going wild. But what is Chris planning to do with this like AI voice thing? Like that Gary V, like, is next thing we know, I'm gonna come back to the espresso shot and I'm gonna see like everyone's talking through Sansa and I'm gonna think, oh, like they're just doing like a regular stream, like you know what I mean? And then it's actually just gonna be Chris. Do you get the plot? It's just gonna be none of you guys. It's just gonna be Chris.
Okay, you caught us. You caught us. We plan on using AI. We plan on taking weeks and weeks and weeks off, and the AI is gonna do all the talking for us. You caught us, Mika. You caught us.
Bro, that's actually a big brain idea. Like, I never even
you need to be stopped, Shotgun. Why do you keep leaving my chat? That's number 2. Number 3, I want to touch on the whole like sending celebrities or influencers stuff, specifically because with like what we're doing right now with Arc 33, like if you've seen those big arcs that have been shipped out to community members. Jesus, I'm out of breath in this augmented reality world.
That adrenaline kicking in.
Okay, listen. So we did not, if anybody has noticed, send any crates to people that quote unquote haven't earned it. Like no, like I didn't even get a crate. Buckets didn't get a crate. None of the quote unquote like influencers, like you say, like it's, anybody that got like the Louis Vuitton, I don't think got this crate. But you know who got this crate? The people that really earned it, with the social currency and stuff that we've been doing. And that was kind of like a choice that we made as a team to not give it to like, I don't know, just like the usual like people and keep it really for the community. And like, yeah, you're right. Like more spaces, like if OD gave, everybody a crate, like, the usual people, which again, there's nothing bad for it. There's nothing wrong with it because it does help the community and it is beneficial. But in certain cases like this one, it has been an interesting experience to see like, yeah, just what will happen, if you really just stick to your word about like doing things for creators, like by creatives and like how it will work. So, and like how the Spaces titles are not like all this, like, it's kind of just like interesting. Like, I don't know if you're Spaces host and you're not talking about this, like you might be in some sort of echo chamber because there's like a big community that's focused on like a lot of the Kid Called Beast, like a lot of clones, like they're participating in this. Sorry, there's a truck. Hey, it's New York. Anyway, sorry. I don't know. I just like, you know what I mean? They're participating in this like first of its kind mixed reality experience. And like, that's, I don't know. I think it's powerful to see even myself being in this industry, like who's talking about it, who's noticing. It just shows me where I feel like where we're at, with people who have a stage and a voice. And it's very interesting to me.
Yeah, no, Mika, first of all, I've been wanting to talk about it, but I don't want to talk about it without.
Now,
you.
first of all, I never left your chat, so somebody definitely blocking me.
Bro, who keeps blocking you, bro? Like, we need to get to the bottom of this.
I mean, look,
Like-
Shotgun's got too many enemies, especially since he started a friend tech. Now everyone's out to get him. You know, there's one guy holding 30 of his keys. He's got too many enemies, Mika. He's got too many enemies. OG, give me a second. Okay, hold on. Who am I
Bro,
rotating
you
off
too?
the stage for, OG?
This guy's blowing me up. I was gonna even make a cute little Gary V saying "calm the fuck down, OG," but
Oh my god!
but then you did.
Wait. So you have Gary V do the OG impression too? Can you? Yeah. You should do that. You should do that. I can't even start to pretend what Gary V sounds like. All right, look. First of all, Mika, I love seeing what you guys have done with Arc 33. Like, what has been I'm sure there's been only positive feedback, but what specifically have you seen more? Has there been anything that surprised you on what you've heard back from people with this mixed reality challenge that you got put out there?
Yeah, I mean, so I think I said it, which was I'm actually not surprised by community or people, the creators, the people that are showing up like every day and actually creating content, you know, because a part of this process is creating content, like a part of Arc 33. And if you want to know what I'm talking about, like, you know, we've been posting it, so just check anybody's page. Like, you know, maybe I'll put it to the top, but like just for the purpose of this, it's like I've noticed that there is kind of this, yeah, definitely seeing the echo chamber within the people like reporting on things. It's very interesting, and that's kind of what I've noticed. In regards to the tech, I mean, look, this is the first time people are interacting with this type of technology. Like I said, it's a first of its kind. It's a mixed reality cryptographic cipher. So whoever deciphers this will get 1 Bitcoin. So that's like $26,000 or so. You know, level 2 is coming through, and a whole part of this process has been touching the points of physical arts, like that crate that I posted to the top, or just like in general, was handcrafted by Tetra and like shipped out within a week by our team. And you know, the whole like graphics in the mixed reality experience is something that people didn't like. You won't even know if you try it that your phone could do all of those things. It's mind-boggling. It's literally mind-boggling. And when you actually like try to do it and decipher it, you won't believe like what your mind can do. And OG finished level 1 yesterday. Maybe he's gonna win the Bitcoin. Maybe he's just gonna
Hey, don't disrespect me like that, Mika. We finished it 2 days ago.
Oh, so you finished? Okay, you finished it too. No, you did. Did you? No. Anyway, but you know, people are active, like and participating. Who are like, I don't know. I just feel like a lot of the people that have been here are less like reluctant. It seems like this is what I'm noticing is like to try new things. But it's like, don't forget how we all got here. Like, if you have a platform right now and you're like all like Web3 talking about tech, don't forget to try new tech. Like, this should be your main priority. And maybe it's not about the Bitcoin. Maybe it's not about winning. Why are you not trying new technology? XR is what ties everything together. I've come on the Espresso Shot. We've talked about it, but just in general, think about where Apple's going. That's the direction they're going. And even tilted like today, presently, you know, things can come to life all around us, and you could have these gamified experiences that you won't even believe that you're able to have right now. You're going to be like, wow, we're really in the future. So this is kind of my thing right now that I'm noticing. Guys, wake up, try this technology, because you're going to lose. Like, don't forget how you got there. You don't want to lose how you got there, because that will affect your performance for the next year. If you're a content creator, like, get on this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, get on this, like, look into this. If you are a marketing person, this is one of the best tools for marketing. Like, you know what I mean? So I'll kind of stop there, but like, it's just a wake up call that we need to, if we're trying new tech, then we, you know, if we're in this industry,
the adrenaline's wearing off. You don't know what's going on. You don't know where you're
My favorite thing to do is just meow during a Mika speech because she has ADHD and forgets instantly what she
Bro, literally, it's
OG,
like,
you're a piece of shit. OG's a piece
nah.
of shit. What a piece of shit, man. Look, if anyone's like wondering, like, what does this have to do with creators? Well, let me tell you, there's no better example of creators than the OD Live team. If you listen to Tetra, Mika, I mean, you just heard Mika talk, right? So she's obviously a fucking creator. Like, she's a creator through and through, even if she didn't want to be. Like, it's like, too bad, kid. It's in your DNA. Yeah, you got to be one, regardless of whether you want to be one or not. But so this is kind of what the idea is that we want to pursue, at least every Friday, is highlighting those, right? And in the best way possible. Mika is one of these people that we've been talking to.
Sansa,
Go for it.
safety measure really quick, just in case safety. I wouldn't interrupt that amazing like boost of me if it wasn't for safety. Just want to say really quick, if you do want to experience this, the website is this and only this. It's arc33.io. It's free, okay? There's no wallet connection. It's not, there's no NFTs needed, just safety like precaution. Like if there's like a link, whatever, it's not going to ask you for your wallet to connect to your wallet anytime. This is it's a mixed reality experience. It has nothing to do with like wallet. The only thing that's crypto part of this experience is that you would win 1 Bitcoin. That's the only crypto part.
Yo, let me just interject real here.
Nah.
Bro, I got Sansa. Let me get like 2 minutes.
Nah. Whoa.
How does this work?
What
How
in
do
the
you
Twitter
do that
combo
shit?
is happening? Okay, hold on. Yeah, wait, I had him. Wait, hold on. OG, get. Wait. What if I do this? What if I do this? Right? Can I mute
What
him?
happened to his BFP?
Okay. All right.
So much
Yeah,
better.
change his BFP. No shit.
Jesus.
Look. OG comes in, thinks he can skip the line of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm pretty sure Curl always has his hand up anyway, so 7. And if he thinks he can skip Curl, he's out of his fucking mind. I mean, that's just my opinion. Because Curl will literally come over and say, "Hey, OG, what's up?" But not in a friendly way. He'll be like, "What's up? You trying to do something?" So anyway, that being said, we got a lot of fucking hands to go to, OG. I'm sure other people who have no idea what's going on with OD Labs need to ask a question. Not someone who has all the ideas of going on. Let me interject real quick. Who taught him lawyer terminology here? Have you been watching Seuss? Have you been watching Seuss like me? I'm on season 7 too.
Jesus.
I'm almost finished. I gotta calm down. Anyway, look. I'm gonna file a motion to dismiss OG's chance to skip the line, and we're gonna throw it over to the next best lawyer on this side of NFT Twitter. After Ariel, watch what's good. Oh, sorry, I forgot
Yo,
about the glitch.
absolutely not. Do not pass it to.
Fucking
Disrespect on the lawyer of the espresso shot is crazy. That is crazy. Only I'm allowed to disrespect him, okay? Only me. And only he is allowed to disrespect me back, even though everyone and their mother does it anyway. Anyway, watch. OG, I swear to God. Stop raw dogging. Watch, what you got?
Bro, there are hackers doing R33. That's all I want to say. Bro, damn. Bro, like I'm like my boy's in the hacker community, and he's like, bro, the hackers are joining ARC33. They're not even doing the Instagram filter thing. They're just like
OG, you're already going. One sentence is too long. Let go. Get back on mute. Put your hand up.
Hackers have already
Why?
tried. It's okay.
He tried. He tried to hack
They
this.
tried.
He tried to hack this space. You can't hack it, baby. Not here. Not today. I just ate the hardest bagel of my fucking life.
Whose
And
fault
it
is
took
that?
me
You can't cook a
30
bagel, Sansa?
minutes
You can't
to
cook a
finish
bagel,
it.
Sansa?
Took
Whose
me
fault is
30
that?
minutes to finish it. And I'm still hungry. Look, watch. Take the fucking mic, please.
Jesus, finally. So yeah, I was bullish on OD Labs until I found out that they employ minors. So I think there's some regulatory things on that. OG works for them where they're, I don't know if that's
What the
gonna
hell?
fly.
First of all, we don't claim OG. No, I'm joking. We do. He doesn't work
You know,
for
OG,
OD Labs.
I really
he
just
kind of
I really
he
just
shows
think
up
you're a
sometimes. We
bozo.
don't know why. But he is on his way. He is on his way to win 1 Bitcoin. So
Yes, Gary.
OG Nate, because his team, bro. OG, look, I gotta hand it to the kid. He created a team of Avengers. He knew what he was doing. He said, "Look, I'm bad at ciphers. I'm gonna pair up," and he's well on his way to winning 26K. I don't know what's gonna happen there. He might need to split it. Who cares? All for being active.
Lies.
Yeah, Don't
bro,
look.
my
Don't
only
give
skill-
OG Ether flashback, please. He's
Sansa, my only skill
he's
in
just
life is
recovering.
putting together a good team. So I just did that. You know what I mean? Like that's pretty much my only skill.
OG, if you
I think
win,
she's
are you
Nick
gonna sweep
Fury or
Ether's
what?
floor?
This fucking old man, dude. Like,
Yeah.
you must have amnesia or something.
Yo, take it on your chin,
I-
OG. Focus on the game. Focus on the game. Level
Yeah.
2 be coming soon to a
Look,
platform
Mika,
near you.
you know,
Keep-
don't disrespect me like that again. I'm gonna be OD Labs model. They already confirmed it. Just
OG
be ready
and
for
Mika
it.
show.
Okay. All right, King. Let's take
What
it
was
easy.
that? What was that company that did the like child porn looking ad? Is that what you're going
What
for,
the
OG? Or
fuck?
was that like?
Wow.
It was
Why
some,
did you
no,
not
it was a
mute
real
him,
thing. It was
Sansa?
like it was a
You
fashion
mute me
thing.
for
You did
saying
that, like child.
valuable shit. And you
Sansa,
S&M thing.
Sansa, you gotta.
Okay. All right. Everyone and their mother comes to me for protection, but y'all want to
Bro,
make fun
why
of
Wazza
Sansa
always goes the porn route? Like literally
every
always.
time. Waj is on one this week. He's on one. I don't know what it is. Do I have to actually like pull him aside, and be like, hey, like, you okay, buddy? What's going on? What's good?
It's Balenciaga. That's the word you were looking for there, old man. Balenciaga.
Oh, right. Okay, so that's a real thing. Oh, I get it. He's a lawyer, so he's exposed to all the dark stuff the internet has to bring up because he's involved in that shit. All right, look. Besides that, let's just move on to these other 5 hands for the love of fucking
Well, hold on.
God.
I actually had a legit question about the Pudgy Penguins thing.
Go for it.
With the Pudgy thing, I know the influencer. I didn't watch the video, but does he mention Pudgy Penguins by name, or is he just like, oh look, I opened a cool toy? Like, is there any branding like on the packaging? Like, where do you?
He shows
Where's
the
the
box.
tie-in?
I'll actually bring him up.
He said Pudgy Penguins, and it's fully branded as Pudgy Penguins as well.
All right, cool. So I think it's good. Obviously, like any exposure is good, but I think the bridge that we need to cross eventually is to like have somebody take that next step and actually explain, like, not now though, because I don't think people buy into it now, but like one of these influencers, like when they get enough hits on that, like enough people watch that video, right? Let's say it goes mega viral. It's like one of the most popular videos ever. Maybe then he wants to look more into the tech behind it and look at the NFT side of it. And then maybe he talks about that and like making that bridge. So obviously it's a good thing to have any exposure, but it's not like connecting it to the Web3 part of it yet. But it's like baby steps is my view on it. Even though we're past that conversation, but my hand's been up forever.
Yeah. No. It's all good. I mean, OG already left. Apparently, that's all it takes. The moment you get into serious discussion, he's like, peace! And, here we are. No, but it's all good. Don't worry. I'm not talking behind his back. I'll take the same thing I just said. I'll type it out and I'll send it to him in private DMs. I'm not afraid of it.
I am talking behind his back. We finally got into adult conversation. He had to see his way out.
He's laughing. He's laughing to the bank. No, I'm joking. He hasn't won anything, but I feel like, I don't know.
Well, Mika, if you don't mind me asking about your take on the Pudgy Penguins video real quick, since that was a discussion that we were kind of hitting. I mean, you guys just did it with the craze. You sent it to people, but like you said, you didn't really send it to influencers alone. You send it to people that you felt were more dedicated and everything. And so what's your take on how the Pudgy Penguins handled this, sending it out, having them unbox it in front of, I think he has like 7.1 million subscribers. Like, just in general, what's your take? Is it bullish, bearish, to turnover, worth it?
My take is literally like, why is it even a discussion of if it's a good take or not? It's obviously a good take. If David Dobrik is posting like multiple stories of anything of your IP and like have something in his possession, whether it was for 24 hours, just whatever, put something up there. Great work, team. Like, bruh, it's a very different scenario, but I just thought it was a cool like note because I was thinking about it this week. Because at the end of the day, like, yeah, everything that I do, everything that I feel like we do is like by creators for creators. So it's like sometimes we have to make, I feel like certain, like, yeah, it's Web3, like it's just different. It's more Web3. And then like this marketing is obviously like quote unquote Web2 marketing. And like you definitely need the both of those things, but this is obviously a different experience on like what we're doing, so in general shouldn't even be a discussion. Like, obviously it's bullish. Like, what are people saying that's not bullish?
No, I probably should have phrased it better. That is my bad. I'm still thinking about
No,
the
I
heart.
feel like there are though people that like would probably be like, oh, shut up, shut up.
well, well, it's also because I'm still thinking about the heart bagel that I just chewed, and I'm probably getting not. I think
Whoa,
I might have
whoa,
fucked up
whoa!
this.
I
Yeah,
feel like
anyway,
if somebody
no, but
clipped this space, we'd be in literally trouble. I'm leaving.
no, but I think the bigger question more is about, is it worth the turnover that people might get? And I think it's no downside. Raj said it earlier. I'm just kind of repeating how we presented it earlier. But Raj mentioned, like, even if it's just 1% of his subscribers, that's a huge success, you know. And Chris and I were talking about this the other day, where if you can get 3%, that's a good thing of turnover from one platform to another. Just because of I'm getting a thumbs down from a certain Azuki that I will not name right now because I love him to death, and I still want to meet him in person with good graces. So I love this person. It was not you, Ziana. Relax. Anyway, look. Point being is, great take, Mika. Obviously, like you said, there's no such thing as a bad take when it comes to this, unless the bad take is that this was a bad thing to do. There's no such thing. But just to remind everyone, we're talking a little on two topics right now. The Pudgy Penguin video with David. I can't pronounce his fucking last name because I'm a boomer. It's fine. He has 7.1 million subscribers. I'm not sure there's a lot of Davids out there with 7.1 million subscribers on Snapchat. And then the second thing was, we were talking about the mixed reality challenge with Arc33. Again, if you want to check it out, it's arc33.io. No, there's not a sponsor space. I just love Mika. I love what the team is doing. I'm happy to support them. We've known them for a few months now, and we want to show some love. Shut up, singer. Anyway,
wait, what have we done that like Spaces hosts are so scared to talk about art and emerging art and technology that's free? That everybody's just like, this is not a sponsored thing. This is like the second time where I've like coming up, and it's like I'm just like.
It's really more of a measure than anything else. It's nothing like, oh my God, I'm so scared that my audience is going to come after me.
No, I think literally not even just audience. I think like everybody's just traumatized, and like we need to start opening up, like not being afraid. I'm not saying you are, but just like this is a recurring theme where we need to not be afraid to talk about art and technology. And especially if it's like free, like there's no, like, I get if people are making money off of something, but it's like, this is a free experience that it's like open, like a museum, for example, come and try it out. And I think like, I don't know, we talk about things like, yeah, we're debating like, oh, is it good that David Dobrik posted the Pudgy Penguin on his story with 10 million people? Like, yeah, no shit, like no shit. Like, but why aren't we talking about like the next phase of the internet, or like how, you know, like this is or like the creation process or stuff like that? Like we are the problem.
You know, Mika, you never need AI for voice. Let me just say that right now.
Chris is scaring me, bro. He's about to make an industry
all on your own with those voice changes. You are AI with those fucking voice changes. AI can learn from you, not you learning from AI at that fucking point. But real quick, I agree with her. I think there needs to be more discussion about that in general. I think there needs to be less, I don't know, nervousness or whatever. But the good news is, I think we are leaning towards that. We're getting to the point where now a lot of Spaces hosts want to talk about monetization, what that looks like. I think the biggest issue is that Twitter as a whole, this platform, is not super monetization friendly unless you have the subscription model, the tips, the whatever, and your bigger account, and you got more eyes on you, you got more engagement. Otherwise, it's kind of like, if you're a smaller account, what you're really worried about is getting shut down, because I fucking got ghost banned for 1 week because I sent 4 emojis in one comment. That's it. That's why I got ghost banned. Like, for 1 week. That's fucking crazy. It like, if I wasn't more careful with planning out my content, I probably would have been really fucked after that.
You could just not like spam the fuck out of those emojis as well. And be a normal person.
Shaka, there's an art to emojis. They tell everyone how you're feeling. It makes all the difference between you're an asshole and you're funny. There's literally the difference of how many emojis you spam, whether it's 1, 2, 3, or 4. I'm just saying, I minored in emoji use in college. That's all I'm going to say to you. Okay. But anyway, you can't understand that, then I can't help you. But look, I just got called out by Stu for not respecting the hands. And it's true. I've disrespected the fuck out of these hands. I'm just confused whether I should go to Ziana or Sicko, because Sicko technically came up here first. So I'm going to do this. I love you, Ziana, but I got to respect Sicko. He just made an espresso shot shirt for us without us asking him to. So we're going to go Sicko, then we're going to go Ziana. Sicko, what's good, my man?
Hey, yo, finally made it up here. Let's go. First off, Sansa, Shotgun, Chris, flowers. OD Laz, Mika, flowers. Now that I get out the way, I do want to talk about the Dobrik whole Pudgy thing. I did see that. It's pretty awesome for anybody who owns a Pudgy, because think about it. At this point, let's say like I have nephews and nieces that range from like 9 to like 15 years old. And these guys are all about these YouTube influencers, and like, you know, this is their new, I guess, Netflix and streaming. They watch these guys just live their lives, and like, imagine, let's say, Shiv and Raj, for example, like they hop on the Pudgy train, and now they start selling like Pudgy T-shirts, or they make their own 3D printed little Pudgies, and they start selling it on Amazon or Shopify or wherever the hell you want to sell it. These people, these kids, and these 13-year-olds are gonna want to buy it just because it's part of it's that popular at this point. And like giving someone like Dobrik that kind of set for the Pudgies, it's great, because he got like you said, 17.1, 17.9 million followers, and even a fraction of that can really blow this stuff up for them. So like, you know, this is a big dub for Web3 and IP and like NFTs, because it just goes to show how much attention it's getting now versus like how it was before, where they kind of got a backlash name of like, you know, NFTs are a scam, this and that and this. But now it's like no, we're actually doing something with these little characters, these little NFTs, and now the community who bought into it is actually benefiting from it, or they can benefit for it if they put in the work themselves. You know, but it's like it's no different than Nike sending a concept skate shoe to up and coming skater, or like Adidas sending something to another kind of athlete. It's like kind of the same but a little different. Or you know, or like an artist sending a free T-shirt piece of art to, you know, like someone like Sansa for the espresso shot. You know, stuff like this actually works. You know, it gets the name out there, show stuff. But that's my take on it. I do believe there is no Sansa. I think there's just a Chris with multiple voices, and I'm going to buy Sansa's digital rights before it gets even bigger. That way I can profit off of it, and I can just kind of like, how would you do this? Bob Ross Sansa a little bit.
Funny.
The trees are beautiful. Yeah, I don't know. I was trying to remember what you would normally say, but no, Sicko, I appreciate you, my man. And I think again, I think it all just comes back to, you know, there's a lot of things that we're also, like Mika said it really well, we're just so traumatized. We're being in this ecosystem. I specifically have been in Web3 for at least 2 years. I'm going to be 3 years in upcoming December, January, and that's fucking crazy. So anyway, I just kind of wanted to say that's one of these things where I'm almost more foreign to Web 2 current events than I am with Web 3 current events. So I almost have to be like, hey, babe, you read the news, right? So what's going on out there? I did like there's a whole other economy versus out there versus in here, as if it's two separate things. But look, I won't talk too long, but Sicko, I appreciate it.
If only you had somebody that told you the news every day.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's hard because once you just like, oh, Sansa is a douchebag, blah, 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 blah. It just gets a little hard to listen to you after that. So I maybe be less of a douchey Gajira. I don't know what to tell you.
To be clear, I kept it quiet when Mika just called you a pussy. I didn't even chime in and like double down on that. So just to be clear,
I'm pretty sure she didn't call me a pussy directly. You know, she was just calling all of us pussies. You know.
Wait, question about the game. Is it a joke that I can't play it right now? Like, I'm serious. Like, is that like something I have to decode?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I'll just tell you like the first part because a lot of people already figured it out. Like this is just like the first part, but
Oh
yeah.
my
So
God,
that's
Zimmy, she said you're dumb. She
One
said you're
second.
dumb. Could you
No,
calm down?
no, no.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yo.
I
Okay.
need to
So
be handheld through the pro.
So yeah, no, and we're actually gonna release something today, but there is like a guide as well on the OD Labs page on like just how to interact with the box. But anyways, when you go onto arc33.io, it's actually like a black screen and like there's just like nothing there. So it seems, but the whole point is that you're supposed to look between the lines. So you're supposed to click on the screen, and when you do, like something's gonna pop up. You're gonna flip your phone. And then you're going to be led to like click on the code, the QR
I
code.
was on desktop.
Oh yeah, no, you need to be on your phone. So for this experience, I wouldn't call it
This
a
is
game
dumb.
necessarily.
I'm on the laptop too. This whole time I had the same question. This is
Yeah.
aggravating.
Okay, well, it's aggravating because you're not using the right device. So basically, you need a phone, preferably iOS, because yeah, sorry, like with mixed reality, that's just like it works better on iOS or an iPad. But to experience this for this right now, I don't know. Yeah, I get it. You're putting your thumb. What phone do you have?
Clearly, he has like a Samsung.
I have
Galaxy.
Android.
Yeah.
Oh my
I
god!
have
I mean, I'm not
Android.
saying.
Stop it! I'm fighting with someone.
Okay. I'm not saying that you
also
can't. I mean, just try, you know? Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, so Zimmy, yeah, you do that. It's a whole experience. And to anyone that's listening that is supposed to be on your phone, that's why we've been like even telling people charge your phones. Like that was like the hint. But yeah, this whole experience is mixed reality. You can interact with the thing that's going to pop up in front of you. And that's the whole point. You'll be needing to, you know, pull some latches, do some things, click on some stuff. And we're actually going to go through level 1 today for those that like don't know. Level 1 was actually an introductory level. We just like, it's like kind of like it was a test level to get people familiar with stuff. So
Okay, stop making fun of me.
Are they compatible with VR glasses right now by any chance? I got those.
Yeah, it's on Apple Vision Pro.
Yeah, it's on Apple Vision Pro, but yeah, no, it's a good question. No, so right now this experience is built so that you could do it on your phone. That way, like everybody can pretty much participate. Like most people have a phone, especially in this space. Like if you're, you know, on Spaces, you most likely have a phone.
Yeah. Yeah, Chris, you can run the stream. We'll run the stream. Let's go ahead and run the stream.
Oh, you guys are on stream. I'm hopping on.
No. Here's what happened.
No, it's too late. Now we're definitely
Ice got
fucking
me
bugging it.
way too drunk last night. And then now we're all just sitting here and we're like, dude, it's so nice. Mika's talking a bunch. We're not saying, we're 4 guys not saying anything on a live stream sitting here. And I feel fucking terrible. And Ice does too. So we're gonna stop doing that because that doesn't make any
let me
sense.
get in there.
Nope.
No. I think again, this is the part where we're still trying to work with it a little bit. But yeah, Chris, go ahead and run the stream. I don't need to look at myself anymore. Yeah, I just got Chris way too